From the tallest of skyscrapers ever seen to the longest of tunnels, and with trains reaching speeds like never before, we're today taking a look at the top 10 upcoming mega projects in the world here at Technology Ocean. The Muqab. Saudi Arabia is known for making big promises on upcoming mega projects, such as the Line, the Oxygen, and the Dubai Circle. But now they have released their new biggest project, the Muqab. The Muqab will be a cube 400 by 400 meters tall and wide. Inside it's supposed to be like another world, with a holographic dome on the inside that can move you to other planets and other worlds. This, along with many other mega projects, is a way for Saudi Arabia to change their economy from oil to tourism. This massive structure will be built in Saudi Arabia's capital, Riyadh. This will bring Riyadh even more popularity as a city after having grown from a small town with less than 500,000 people to a city with over 7 million residents. The size of the Muqab will be astonishingly, standing at 400 meters tall, making it theoretically a skyscraper, but also 400 meters wide, giving it a huge presence. Even the impressive Berlin Cube only stands at 40 by 40 meters. This means 1,000 Berlin Cubes could fit inside the Muqab. Entering the Muqab, a giant dome will be present in the middle with massive screens all around it displaying virtual realities. This will make you feel as though you are in a different world. The dome will feature restaurants, hotels, observation platforms, cinemas, and theaters. Truly the perfect tourist spot. The top of the cube will have vegetation like lawns, lakes, and trees. The Muqab is set to be finished by 2030. The Line. We already went over the Muqab, Saudi Arabia's newest mega project. But let's not forget to mention the Line, which will be part of the whole megacity project NEO. The Line will be a skyscraper with 500-meter tall mirrors for outer walls. This skyscraper will be a whopping 170 kilometers in length, running across the Saudi desert. Drone footage released has shown that excavation of the site has already begun. The Line is supposed to be able to house up to 9 million people. Inside the Line there wouldn't be any cars, but that's fine because everything you'd need like food, clothes, work, restaurants, and more would be a walking distance away. The Line would be powered by wind and solar farms, making it a zero-carbon footprint city. This is a massive project and could theoretically take decades if Saudi Arabia were to build the whole thing at once. It is therefore likely that they'll instead build it bit by bit and increase its size as demand grows. The project is supposed to be completed around 2030, but it will probably take a while before we see the whole thing built. Eco-Atlantic City. To help Nigeria's lack of housing in its ever-growing economy, they are building a 10-square-kilometer megacity. The project was started back in 2009, yet not a lot has changed since then. Even so, the basic infrastructure is down and the city will be connected both by road but also by the two marinas' internal waterway. The city is being built for both tourism with its luxury housing, for workers with over 400,000 jobs for people of middle and lower class, and it will become the home to over 200,000 people according to South Energy X. Tons of vegetation has been planted in the city already. The heart of this city will be the Eco Pearl Towers, but until today only 2 out of the 5 expected towers have been built. Other already built towers include the Azuri Towers, Alpha 1, Eco Energy Estate, and the Aena Towers that are supposed to be completed in 2023. With offices and residential towers, the city has started to form into what it will one day be recognized for, a truly luxurious city for investors and a place of rich development from the high demand. Chuo Shinkansen. Japan is known for its incredibly fast and on-time bullet trains. So much so that a big part of Japan's economy relies on the bullet trains to function. But this is the exact reason why Japan wants to make their trains even faster. Introducing the maglev train. The maglev train will rely on magnetic levitation instead of the traditional rail tracks. This is said to make the bullet trains twice as fast as the current ones, thereby being able to travel at around 400 to 600 kilometers per hour. Between Tokyo and Nagoya, a single trip could be done in under 40 minutes. The Tokyo-Nagoya line is supposed to open around 2027. The one problem with the project is the fact that 90% of the 285 kilometers long line is underground in the mountain, thereby taking longer to build and increasing the cost substantially. This is for protection against earthquakes and letting the maglev move in a straight line, which will help with its speeds. Because of this and also environmental concerns, the cost has gone from $16.7 billion to $64 billion. Merdeka 118. Over the years, we have seen ever taller skyscrapers being built, and now in 2023 we could expect to see the second tallest building being constructed in Malaysia. The Merdeka 118 will stand at about 680 meters, which compared to Burj Khalifa at a height of 828 meters is quite an impressive feat. The skyscraper is expected to be completed mid-2023, making it the second largest skyscraper in the world and the tallest skyscraper in Southeast Asia. It is over 95% done as of the recording of this video. Construction started in 2016 nearby to Stadium Merdeka. At night, the Merdeka will be illuminated with 8.4 kilometers or 5.2 miles of LED strips. Inside the Merdeka there will be residential areas, shopping areas, as well as rentable office spaces. It will have 118 floors as in the name. On the lower floors there will be a massive mall with space for 328 stores, and a giant station connecting the big rail networks in the city to this skyscraper. Higher up you'll also find the highest observation deck in Malaysia. The Merdeka is thought to have cost around $1.5 billion to make, and you'll be able to visit it in only a few months. If you're enjoying the video so far, then be sure to subscribe and like the video. Western Sydney Airport. Sydney has for a while requested a new airport to be built. Sydney Kingsford Smith Airport, which is close by, has been in operation since 1919, but Australia now wants to expand their aviation because of the growing need and growing international flights. Buying of the land where the airport will be built started back in 1986 and had been ongoing for a while. The total land area of the airport will be at 1,780 hectares and will let the airport host 10 million passengers per year. With 2 runways at 3.7 kilometers long, it will take a while to build, and that's why the airport will start operating with a single runway while the other one is being built. This project has been regarded as the biggest mega project in Australia's history. With over 4,000 workers actively getting the airport up and running, we could expect to see the first commercial flights in 2026. The airport will also provide thousands of jobs for employment, both for small businesses but also for investors investing in the region. The project's cost sits at around $11 billion, being once again Australia's biggest mega project. MSG Sphere. Las Vegas is known for having some big and great attractions, such as T-Mobile Arena, Allegiant Stadium, and many more. But they are currently making their newest attraction, the MSG Sphere. It will be a sphere at the heart of Las Vegas featuring music and entertainment, but it will also be equipped with the largest LED screen in the world. The screen will measure in at 160,000 feet with some of the best resolution of modern tech. The sphere will also be equipped with 165,000 speakers, with some even being custom-made ones fitted into the floor. With a seating capacity of over 17,000 seats, the MSG Sphere will not only allow for award shows, concerts, and other events, but also for sports such as boxing, MMA fighting, and esports. The Sphere will also have high-speed internet connection for all the guests. And lastly, it will also have a 60,000 feet LED screen on the whole exterior of the Sphere. Just imagine driving past this thing at night. Plans have already been set to make an exact copy of this globe in Stratford, East London, with the one in Las Vegas expected to be opening in early 2023. Frankfurt 4. Frankfurt has risen as the skyscraper capital of Europe with 50 high-rises as of today. Generally, skyscrapers are not common in Europe, with only a few big cities having them. London, Paris, Moscow, and other cities have their share of skyscrapers, but not like Frankfurt. With the construction of the 4 towers in Frankfurt, this is only a part of the rise of the city. Only 2 of these 4 towers are classed as skyscrapers, with the tallest one being Tower 1 at 233 meters tall. These 4 towers will act as their own neighborhood, with Tower 1 having lots of office spaces, Tower 2 with serviced apartments, Tower 3 with condominiums and a hotel, and lastly Tower 4 with even more office space. The area will also have restaurants, public space, and shops. The design and placement of the towers is also well thought through, with all of them facing away from each other, allowing for more natural lighting to hit them from all angles and be picked up to make the area bright and lively. The project is set to be finished in 2023. Rail Baltica. Europe is known for having a great design on transport, making the continent interconnected well, but there are still a few places that need to get connected to this system. Rail Baltica will be a mega project linking up Poland, Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia, and Finland into the European rail network. This project will cost a staggering $6 billion and is therefore considered the biggest mega project in Eastern Europe. Over the coming 10 years, a whole 870 kilometers of rail will be put down across these 5 nations, letting trains move through and into these countries at the speed of 234 kilometers per hour. The project will be funded by the European Union because of it having great relevance to the Union. Brenner Base Tunnel. The passage between Germany and Italy has been through slow-moving trains forced to go at an incline for many kilometers. This stops the trains from exceeding 70 kilometers per hour and making the journey a long one. To combat this, a new passage will be built, but this time under the ground. The Brenner Base Tunnel will move under the Alps and let Germany be connected to Italy through Austria. Because of the sheer amount of drilling, both by modern drilling machines and by old techniques like drilling and blasting, the project is expected to cost over $10 billion and will take until 2025 for the tunneling to be completed, and even 7 more years until the railway can open. Today, around 2/3 of the tunneling is done and steady progress is being made. Thanks for watching the video. If you want more content on upcoming mega projects and other new and improving tech, then be sure to subscribe.